Just wait.
I'm Kenny H. And I'm Slick. And today we got a hot topic. Because everybody has been hitting us up wondering about what's better, mixed martial arts or boxing.
We got a gang of emails on here right now.
Yeah, we do.
Click on that one that just popped up.
Let's check it out.
Let's see what that's all about.
Alright, we got an email here from Steve. Stop hitting us up, Steve.
What's up, Steve?
And all y'all can hit us up. Let us know what you think. Steve want to know, what do we think about mixed martial arts and boxing? He said, because boxing is about prize fighting, and he's a big boxing fan. He just don't understand the hype that mixed martial arts is getting these days, especially UFC. And wants to know what we think about that.
You know my opinion on it. I kind of agree with Steve, so I'm going to let you open it up. I'm going to let you kick it off. You defend Dana White and all the mixed martial arts.
It's not much of defense. The fact of the matter is, mixed martial arts is a sport where experts compete. Not just boxing, not just kickboxing, not just wrestlers.
Experts, you call these guys?
That's what they are. That's what they are. They're experts. They're experts at their craft.
So you become an expert after 6 months of
So
training?
if you're an amateur wrestler and you know have state championships, maybe some in the Olympics, why not put your expertise up against somebody that's a boxer and they say, let's see who can win, a boxer versus a wrestler.
You know what? You just proved my point. You and all of the other UFC fans out here. UFC, mixed martial arts, strike force, fighting in somebody's backyard, it all comes down to wrestling. Rolling around on the ground, a bunch of grown men who are supposed to be ninjas, who have 15th degree black belts and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and can put you in a drop toe hold and a rear naked choke and choke your head off.
Choke your ass out.
Exactly. They can do all that stuff. I'm really scared of these guys.
You should be.
But my point is,
Anderson Silva gets a hold of this man.
I would kick Anderson Silva's ass.
Please, let's set this up right now.
I dare you to come to the show. And that's another argument. Look, what I'm saying is...
Anderson Silva, the most dangerous. Look at this guy. He's trying to get naked over
What I'm
here.
trying to say is...
Yeah, we really intimidated seeing this in the cage, ain't we?
Listen, this is a point I'm making to you and to all the mixed martial arts fans out there. It's a sport that's a lot easier to get into because it's more natural. You naturally... hold on, hear me out. You more naturally are in tone to wrestle, to grab a guy, slam him down, he slam you down. You try to put him in a headlock. You take 2 5th graders outside fighting, and that's what they're going to do. They're going to roll around on the ground and hit each other. The only difference is going to be the 5th graders are going to be scratching and biting. You take some women at the club drunk, what they going to do? They're going to talk shit in each other's face, then they're going to roll on the ground,
So you
and then they're going to
compare
hit each other.
mixed martial arts, UFC, Pride 1, you comparing that to some girls rolling around in a club and 5th graders? Are you serious?
Absolutely.
Come on now.
Now, you take that on the other hand, you compare that to boxing, a graceful sport, an elegant sport, where you have to...
Graceful and elegant.
It is. You get in there, you stand there and you try punching a guy for 10 seconds. I guarantee you, you'll be out of winning.
Okay.
You do
Soccer
this,
have a lot of endurance
you
too.
do this mixed martial arts stuff, which, like I say, is easy to get into because it's more natural. All you're doing is wrestling and trying to put each other in the...
You know how much easier it is for boxers, though? All you worried about is those gloved hands. That about 10 pounds of padding and gloves on their hands, and that's it. Imagine standing there worried about an uppercut and also somebody kicking you in your face, somebody taking you down because you want to sit here with your hands up. They can just take you down. That's the thing about mixed martial arts. Them guys, they can take a punch. You go ahead and you want to punch them, but they shooting on
fights
you.
only last for 2 rounds then if they can take so many punches.
Because there's so many other things you worry about.
No, that's not why.
You take somebody down and you end up in a half guard, a side guard, and you got nothing but, what you call it?
Hammer fist.
Hammer fist right in your head. And you can't get out. You got maybe one free hand. Or
from all these hammer
or
fists.
Somebody allows you to take them down. Then you used to do a little amateur wrestling. You used to roll around a little with guys.
I did some amateur wrestling. Or you gonna put the with guys over there?
Hey, the fact of the matter is,
hey, Katie, cut that part out.
So imagine, I know some jiu-jitsu, some Brazilian jiu-jitsu, and you want to take me down. He does some little wrestling. He takes me down.
What about the boxing?
What about the boxing?
You leave that out.
Because the jiu-jitsu, you want somebody to take you down. Because while you sitting here and ready to do your hammer fist, now I grab your arm, put you in an arm bar, and you tap in and crown uncle.
Are you done?
No. The fact of the matter is,
You still have to put up with.
Hey,
This is the fact of the matter. Do you want to know? Do you want to learn or not?
I want you and Steve to understand this. Do you watch UFC?
I was forced to watch it one time and I hated it.
Pick somebody for Anderson Silva to go against. I bet you he destroy him.
Anderson
Silva weight
What
class.
about John Bones Jones? I hear he's the hottest thing out right now. Can he beat Anderson Silva? Have you seen John?
I'm not ready to say he's better than Anderson Silva.
You're not ready. You want more
I'm not ready to say he's better than this fighter
first.
I would like to see more fights.
Anderson Silva, Mr. No Shoes, the guy with no shoes walking around.
Yes.
He's
gonna get bare feet to your face.
Now,
Anderson Silva.
Now, this is what I want to know. Now, you just said, and I heard countless people say this before. I be out eating, I be at a restaurant, I hear people say this. Like, Ken, how could you honestly argue that? But this is what I'm saying. You just named all this stuff you have to defend. Kicks, scratching, fight as hard as you can, punches, biting, all this great stuff you have to, submissions, all that cute stuff. But this is what I'm saying.
Superman punch.
Whatever. Hammer fist, whatever. But my point is, I'm not arguing with that. That's true. You do have to defend all that stuff. But the point that you and everybody else is missing is simple. That's natural. Little kids outside fighting defends against all of that. When you in high school, you defend against all that. Hold on. When you at the club drinking and you arguing with some guy because he tried to holler at your boyfriend, you have to defend against all of that. Because he may punch you, he may kick you, he may do any of that. Fights at the club start out with me and you arguing. I call you a bitch, you call me one. Then we start wrestling. We get on the ground. I try to stomp you out. Just like the UFC, these guys who are supposedly trained. Now you try doing that against a boxer, you'll be on your ass before you.
You try doing what you just said against anybody in UFC, and you gonna get all your limbs broke off. The fact of the matter, you compared it as if that's all they doing. These guys are trained. They're professionally trained. They know exactly what they're doing in that cage.
But then why do they look exactly like somebody
it's
at
like
the bar
chess.
fighting?
It's like chess.
Why do they fight the exact
I
same
compare
way?
boxing like checkers. You go jump, you make your little jumps and everything, and you know you punch, counter punch. You maybe have an up and under, something like that. And mixed martial arts is about chess. It's strategy. It's about setting you up. Go ahead, throw me down. Oh, I got you on the ground, and all of a sudden you in the guillotine chokehold. All of a sudden you want to keep punching all crazy. All of a sudden you in the armbar and your elbow's sticking out this way. That's the beauty of mixed martial arts. Yeah, it's sticking out the opposite way. That's the beauty of mixed martial arts. That's what you guys don't understand. Y'all look at it as if it's a barbaric sport.
It is, and you have to pay me to watch it. Steve, this topic is obviously too hot. We're going to have to include this in another episode of the show. We'll catch you next time right here.
UFC fans, holla at us. I'm telling you.
Get at me. Hey, once again, big shout out to my boy behind the camera, Katie Stacks, on the production. Good job. One time for you.